Hey friends, welcome back. It's Claudine. We have a payday this Friday, and so I wanted to budget out a few items and kind of add these all up. I haven't added it up, but I did list them out when I was doing my original paycheck budget for the month of March. So I thought I would get ready for payday. And you actually will probably see this on payday, but I wanted to do this in advance so I kind of know what I'm looking at for the week and make sure I have enough money in my paycheck and my husband's paycheck to make this happen. Now, the question is, I don't know how much my husband's paycheck will be, so that's sort of a wild card. It could be, well, it could be more or less than what I think it is. So let's go ahead and go through this. I'm going to show you how I budget my paycheck, and I do try to do somewhat of a zero-based budget. I mean, I think I would probably call this a zero-based budget, but I do have a little flexibility here and there, and that's how I like it. These are the things that I take out in cash, and then these are the things that I leave in the bank. So we'll do this side first. These are like the bills that have to be paid. So I always have to pay the mortgage. I pay money to save towards escrow items, which would be homeowners insurance and property taxes. But I save this in a high yield savings account because I get a better interest rate there. My phone bill, medical bills. I know I have $250 definitely to pay in medical bills. Probably there will be another bill coming for my back procedure for my spinal epidural. That is probably going to be close to $500. So obviously this won't be enough, but that's fine. We'll just keep budgeting for it. And then we're going to save for taxes for $530. So this is a lot. And then we have to readjust these things after we figure how much this is. So let's just go right ahead. So 1320 plus 600 plus 200 plus 400 plus 530. And this is $3,050, which is probably what we'll have in one paycheck. So this is going to have to be less than that, less than like $1,500. If it isn't, we're going to need to adjust. All right. So if I add up everything just the way I've budgeted it out, then we'll see what we get. Okay, so this is $1,705. Now, technically, this is going to be too much. Usually I can expect about $1,600. So we need to figure out a way to take off about $100, maybe $200. We'll see. Groceries was one area where I was able to cut back last month. Was it here? So I think, oh, this is wrong. So it would have been on this one, it would be on my February budget. I think what I did was I took off $10 from every week. Did that make sense? 10, 20, 30, 40. But I think maybe we can try, I'm going to try taking off 20. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80. So if I take 400 minus 80, it's 320. I'm going to try that. I'm going to take minus 80. And we're going to change this to 320 for 4 weeks. Nails, non-negotiable. Tips, I do want to keep bulking up the tips, but I could take that off if I have to. Pet vet is our big debt. I need to keep that. College is, I feel like I might need to switch college and pet vet and like put this into here. And then I can work on college once this bill is paid. Home warranty definitely needs to stay. Costco probably needs to stay. I just went to Costco and I spent like $160 on the credit card. So this is definitely going to need to be bumped up. But I could probably reduce the Barclays card. I don't think it's going to cost that much. So let's just budget $700 for that. And then we minus 100. So I think that'll work. So let's go back to this total, 1705. We take off 100 for the Barclays card and we take off 80 for the groceries, and that's $15.25. So that is perfect. That'll be perfect. So if I have extra that comes back in my check, depending on how much the check is, we can either put money back into the groceries if I need it. We can put it into the Barclays if I need it, or I can just kind of hold it aside as sort of an emergency fund, if you will. Not a long-term, but more like just for this particular paycheck area. So that's that. So we're good on here. I think I've got these two amounts, so that's going to work. And then let's get into, we're going to do, first let's do the cash planner. So these are both actually, not this one. I don't think I have this one on my Ko-fi. I might. This one for sure is on my Ko-fi. This is my cash planner. This is what I use when I need to know how much cash and in what denominations I want to take it from the bank. Sometimes I don't use this because if I have to go to the ATM, my ATM has one of them, there's two drive-through ATMs at my bank. One of them only has 20s, and then the one on the other side has usually 20s and $100 bills. So depending on what I need, I'll go to one or the other. But for the most part, I'm only getting either 20s or 100s. But I'm going to try to get into the bank on Saturday. So if that's the case, we're going to look at challenges. And I'm just going to walk you through this. So challenges will get 60. And I have a ton of ones saved up. This is my little bank sort of pouch here with all my, these are all singles in here. So I definitely have a lot of singles. So I think I'm going to do $60 and we're going to just do that in 150 and 110. And then I'll make my own change. And that way I've got the 10 and the 50 saved into there. Then Barclays is going to all be 100. So that is 700, and we'll do 7 100s dollar bills. Groceries, this is going to be tricky. So what we did, and I'm just going to use a calculator because I don't want to mess this up. I almost always mess this up. So 320 is what we decided to do for 4 weeks. So that's $80 a week. So do I do a 50, a 20, and a 10, or do I just do all 20s? I think I'm just going to do all 20s. So I'm going to take 80 divided by 20, and that's 4. And I'm going to do 4 times 4, and that's 16. So hopefully that makes sense, but I'm going to write this down. So we're going to do $320, and that is 16 20s. And I'm going to just divide that again, or multiply 16 times $20 bills, and that is 320. Perfect. Okay, excellent. All right, so Chewy is for the cats. That gets 100, and we're going to just do one $100 bill. Nails, I just had my nails done. So this is for, they're much shorter. I don't know if you remember, they're so much shorter, but I love it. This is a dip powder, super shiny and beautiful. Nails, non-negotiable because I'm a nail biter and cuticle picker. But when I do my nails, I am able to keep them from bleeding, which was like a disgusting thing. So gotta do the nails. Nails for 80, and I think I'll just do 20s for that. So that should be pretty simple to do the math, but it's early, so I'm going to just do it here. So we're going to do 4 20s for that. Then we'll do tips, and we'll just do one $5 bill because it's only $5. And Pet Vet and college are both going to get 100. And those will be they'll each be $100 bill. And then the home warranty gets 10, and that will be a $10 bill. And then Costco is 50, and that will get a $50 bill. Okay, so then I get to add these up. So we're gonna do 7, 8, 9, 10 of $100 bills. 1, 2 50s, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 of 20s, 10, there'll be 2 of them, 1 5, and 0 singles, because again, I'm going to use my challenges will be singles, but I'm going to just change those out myself in my little bank. And then I don't think I have, oh yes I do. Okay. So we're going to put it on the cash breakdown slip. So we add it up, and let me just scooch that to the side. And this won't work on that. I'm going to need a Sharpie. I think I only have this gigantic one. So, oh no, wait, this one might work. Hopefully this has got ink in it. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll add up. So we're going to do I'm going to write it down just for the heck of it, but I might have to adjust it and hopefully not. So we're going to do $100 bills. We're going to do 10 of those. We're going to do 2 50s, 20 20s, 2 10s, and 1 5, and then 0 singles. All right. Okay, everybody, fingers crossed. Let's just see if I get this right. $100 bills times 10 is $1,000. That seems like a lot, but we're taking out 15.25, so should add up. And then $50 bills times 2 is $100. And then $20 bills times 20 is $400. $10 bills times 2 is 20. And a $5 bill times 1 is 5. So we're going to add this up. 20 plus 5 plus 400 plus 100 plus 1,000. 1525. I feel like this is probably the first time that I have ever gotten this right on camera. So it's my lucky day, and this is my little lucky Shamrock cash breakdown, and this I laminated, which is why I'm using a Sharpie on it. And then when I'm done with it, I can just use an alcohol swab to wipe it off and reuse it again. But sometimes I'll just print these out. They come 4 to a page. They are free on my Ko-fi shop, however you say that. And if you'd like to grab this or grab one of these, you are welcome to do that. They are both free. So anyway, we're done. This is it. I have figured this out, and all I need to do is get paid. And once I get paid, then I'll be able to go to the bank and get all the monies and do the things. So I'm going to just take this, and I'm going to use this lovely paper clip that I got from Taylor at A Little of It All. She gave me this really pretty paper clip. I love a good paper clip. So this is all set for payday. I'm going to set this to the side, and the last thing we're going to do in this little budget session here is we're going to grab this desk calendar, and we're going to just make sure that everything on here is like accurate and that I haven't forgotten anything. I do need to make a note. I have to pay my car registration. I do have, how do I spell it? R-E-G-I-S-T. I can't talk and spell at the same time, friends. Registration. T-R-A, I think that's right. So I have to pay the car registration. I think it's like $5.26, something like that. I'm not going to write it down because I don't want to get it wrong. Although I could just erase it, but I'm just going to leave it here. So this is what I have to do this month. I'm going to make a little checkbox for myself. And I also need to pay my physical therapy. So those are not on here, but they are bills that need to be paid in March. So let's go back through, and this is the paycheck we're talking about here. This will pay for the things that go into April. So we're going to pay the mortgage, the Southwest card, the Verizon, and the Amazon card. And that is right. So I think we're good. And then everything gets paid up until the next paycheck, which will be in April. So we're going to do all of those things. They should be accounted for on here. I don't have the Amazon on here, but I do have that in, well, I don't want to unhook this, but my Amazon card is a small sinking fund that I put into the first paycheck of the month. So I have cash in my binder for that. So I will have to put that into the bank so I can pay that card. But yeah, so this will be paid. These will be paid. Let me see, mortgage, escrow, medical. That's part of this here, physical therapy. And yeah, I think we're good. So what I'll do is once I get paid, I'll come back, I'll flip this page, pay those bills, mark them off. Everything else on here is, oh, I did pay Centerpoint, so I gotta mark that. Everything else, yeah, paid all these, did the escrow, perfect. All set. Okay, great. This method is working really well for me. I love a visual. So yeah, this was $1.25, no, $1.50 at the Dollar Tree if you're interested in looking for one of these. But yeah, I think we're good. So thanks so much for being here to kind of walk through my second paycheck of the month of March. I'm really excited to be able to have enough money to pay all my bills and have some savings. And it's not a ton of savings, but all savings is good savings. And so that's the important thing, is being able to have fun and save and get your bills paid. So thanks for being here. I would invite you to subscribe if you would like to see more. I am going to continue to do my monthly paycheck budgeting, my monthly debt payoff videos. I've got cash stuffings, I've got savings challenges, all the things are here. And I'm trying to always look for like new things, new interesting things that would help you out. So I'd love to have you stick around a while. And to everybody who already is subscribed, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for watching my ads. Thanks for liking this video, and I'll see you in the next one.